or mixed replies on what is better. What I hear from people, it really depends. Usually, I get people who start with, let's say, one interest per ad set, and that would be target audience of maybe 1 to 4 million people. Sometimes people will start super broad from the very beginning. Um, this is really up to you. Pero yung main recommendation ko is just make sure that your starting audience is above 1 million people. Because if it's below that, it's not enough to be able to optimize or not enough people for Facebook to really check. What I used to do before for some of the stores that I worked on is that kapag bago pa lang yung pixel, I usually just do location targeting plus age. Tapos view content optimization lang. So it's really about driving people through the website, then using that analytics to see who are the types of people commenting, who are the types of people going to the actual page. And then from there, you could start building that out na. If you guys want to know, like for example, with game developers, yung strategy nila is they usually just go super broad. App install super broad at the very beginning. And then after about 100 installs, 100 purchases, then they build out the lookalike audiences na and all of those things to build under it. But the idea is you get a lot more info when you start broad and then you could go narrow afterwards. But it doesn't hurt to try doing both. So I'd actually recommend trying both. So I have some ad sets, for example, for my personal stuff. I'll have a broad audience on top, excluding all my saved audiences and all my smaller audiences. So broad audience on top, and then under that, all the other ad sets. Yung lookalike audience, yung targeting one or two interest groups. But the idea is you want to limit the overlap. So let's say you're working now with different saved audiences. You want to also see how your ads perform with the general population. Strategy na yan is you have a broad audience ad set, then exclude all the other audiences you're using. Para it's basically showing the ads to everyone else that you wouldn't have normally targeted. Okay guys, more questions? More questions? You guys want to hear me sing? Or a joke? Okay, best practices in funneling or perfect funnel. Okay, sige. Actually, so let me show you some graphics lang over here. Can I share screen pa ba in this one? Teka lang ha. Medyo buggy siya ngayon. But anyway, so let's talk about funnel, and that's a really good question. For working on funnels, what I would usually do is I would have super broad on top, and the idea here is really just to get people to see what you're doing. So let's talk about the funnel and the messaging, and then the optimization after. So for the perfect funnel, or it depends per business, but generally you have broad audiences on top. And then the idea is from the broad audience targeting, you have your lookalike audiences in the middle. And then at the bottom, you have your retargeting. One thing that you need to know is that the funnel helps you determine what type of language you should be using. Kung retargeting siya, it means that people already have seen your product, they already know what it does. Your main objective now is to give them an excuse to buy. 5% off, 10% off, free shipping. So it's about reminding them that they had this product before, but also reminding them to buy again. If it's in the middle funnel, diba? So these are people in your lookalike audiences, high intent groups, custom audience. For these people naman, they just need to learn more about your product because they already know who you are. So in that case, you do consideration. You tell them more about what the product is. So top level, it's about getting people to know who you guys are. So problem, solution type of thing. Middle, learn more about the product. Bottom, excuse to buy the product. In terms of optimization, sometimes people are purchase all the way. Sometimes people are view content, add to cart on top. In the middle, it's all purchase, bottom, all purchase. So Nico can share best practices on that. Sometimes people say that optimizing for link clicks when it comes to retargeting is okay, is really cheap. It works for some people, but not for all. if you wanted to do this methodology, I'd recommend landing page view or view content instead of link click. Para you optimizing for people to land on the page at least. Okay, so next, but then sila Nico can share best practices on that because they're very good at that. Okay, Seth, when you're running 5 ad sets, example, you kill 1 or 2 ad sets. Hmm. Wait, I don't understand the question so much. So running 5 ad sets and then kill 1 or 2 ad sets that is not performing well, the sales go down. Why? It could be a number of different factors. I don't really have an answer for that right now. But then one way, like numbers would obviously would go down because it's less ad spend and less reach that you guys are getting. So it's really about prioritizing where you get the better ROAS. Sir Jerry, question is perform poorly even after 3 days. Continue at lower budget or kill ads. Shoot, sorry, I didn't answer that properly kanina. So if it's not performing well after 3 days and your budget is quite big na, let's say it's 1,000 pesos a day and it's not performing, then I would kill it and I'd test it. I'd make a new one and I'd probably try. So it's either make a new one with the same creative, different targeting, or same targeting, different creative. CJ, scaling. Edit budget, increase. So yes, so I would so after the 50 conversions or at least after 20 conversions if the budgets are lower, I'd recommend increasing the budget by 50% to 100%. So if your budget was 1,000 today, when you raise the budget, you can bring it up to 2,000. What you'll probably see is that for the next maybe 30 conversions or the next few hours, magsa-fluctuate yung conversions mo. But that's only because it's learning how to deliver again. It usually stabilizes after that at a price of maybe 10% higher than what your old conversion rate was. So guys, keep in mind lang ha, the higher budgets go, usually, like, you can see it as, wait lang ha, let me draw for you guys muna. Parang classroom, no? So let's say if I start over here, as you increase, so let's say this is our ROAS, diba? Or return on ads, or return on ad spend. Usually, if you start at a super low budget, what will happen is mababa yung ROAS because we can't optimize for you that many. If this is number of purchases, diba? Or number of clients you serve, what you will see is that budget, diba? So if that's budget, what you'll see is that as you increase the budget, and you're able to get, let's say, 50 conversions na in this area over here, you'll see your return on ad spend or amount of money you earn per ads go up. But there comes a point in time na when you increase the budget more, return on ad spend will start to go down. Technically, at this part, medyo okay ka pa rin. Kasi usually may limit ka, diba? So let's say this is break even. So as long as your return on ad spend is above yung break even mo, you're making money as long as you're up here. So generally, what I tell people that advertise with us is we commit. Basta ROAS above 1.5, kung maganda yung product mo, you should be okay. So kung ROAS is at 7, I usually increase the budget. 50 conversions, ROAS is at 5, increase the budget pa rin. 50 conversions, ROAS is now at 2, increase budget pa rin. 50 conversions after that, ROAS is at 1.5. It's either continue or maintain at that level or shift to manual bid na. So when I go to manual bid at that level, the focus there is to maintain the cost per ad spend, cost per yung return on ad spend, and then focus on other things after that na. So hopefully that explains it a bit. CJ, so for more context, some of the dropshippers that do international, yung strategy nila is they test at $15, $20, then they go to $1,000 or $2,000 na kaagad. Pero what they usually see is they need to wait mga 3 days or 4 days before their cost per purchase goes down to a regular level. So medyo scary siya. That's why it takes a while to optimize. So we usually recommend increasing in increments of 2 times max. And the idea for that is you see at what level they start to not perform well now, or where you go below your minimum return on ad spend. Okay, click interest, expand interest. So my comment for this is to split test this. So when you go into your ad creation tool, diba, objective, create split test, create one audience where you expand interest and the other one where you don't. It really depends per advertiser. Some people kasi, like, I know some groups where they say never click it. And actually, guys, like, one thing I want to share with you guys is that everyone has a different experience on Facebook. There are some people who sell exactly the same product, pero one will perform well, the other one won't. And it's a mix of all the different optimizations in the back end. So what Ecom Secret's mastermind does is, and like my advice is really yung best practices. But to determine what works best for you, you need to test things out. Split testing is the best way to do it. But just to make sure na walang audience overlap, to make sure surgical at saka accurate yung test. So I'd actually test it out to see if it works for you or not. Okay, next question. Testing phase, you'll really get higher cost per result at first, and then when it's optimized, that's the time your cost per result will only go down. Okay, so that's a good point, and it actually depends. So there's some people na 500 peso budget or 300 peso budget, yung return on ad spend nila is maybe 6 times, 7 times. And when they go to 1,000, it goes down to 4 or 2. What I'm trying to say is that return on ad spend at the very beginning, at really small budgets, if it's one sale pa lang, can look really high, diba? But I won't believe that ad spend, that return on ad spend until you reach 50 conversions. Kasi until that point, pagkachamba lang talaga that you got a sale at that point or not. In general, as a rule though, like as you scale your budgets, there comes a point in time kasi na Facebook will actually optimize really well. And I think this is your point, Nico, diba? Like, there's a point in time that when you're able to get more and more conversions, parang snowball lang siya. It gets better and better. And that's the point where you'll see conversions go really well. Then you scale the budgets there, you build retargeting underneath. And then when it starts to break down, that's when you add other ad sets, or that's when you go into target costs instead. Okay, what happens when you increase the budget and it doesn't perform? Do you bring the budget back? My advice for that is wait for 3 days at least. To see lang, kasi sometimes it takes a while lang before it optimizes again. If it doesn't perform well, then you can bring the budget back down again. Okay guys, last question kasi I'm gonna get kicked out by the cleaning people for the room. Last question? Last chance? Are you good? If you guys like this session, give me some love naman, no? Some hearts para I feel good about staying at work this late. Pengen ng hearts. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for your time. Good luck with everything. When it comes, so one of the updates I wanted to share lang, and I talked about this before, it's about policy. We really recommend that you guys create your own ads. And there's a lot of people kasi that they say na, why do I need to create my own ads if the other big advertisers in the Philippines aren't? Na they're stealing other people's creative and they're not getting disabled naman. So our answer to that is it's actually off the record. It's really just a matter of time before they start getting hit by all of these campaigns. Facebook is becoming really, really strict when it comes to ad policy. And in the next few months, when we build the local teams here, it will be very hard for other people to advertise if they're not using their own creative. So we really need you guys to use your own creative now. So when that time comes, you guys are already advertising in the best way possible and you guys are safe. Because like those checks, they go back in time. It's not just about what you're doing at that moment. If you violated policy in the past, it will affect you also. So yeah, I'll go ahead. Thanks so much for your time, guys. Parang may lag, just updated now. See you guys soon. Bye!